Alright my friends, today I'm going to drive the STI a little bit. We're not leaving the street that we live on to go drive this thing, but we're going to get a couple load. We're going to put a little bit of load on this thing to see how it reacts and how it works. I'm going to take a small driving log just so that way we can review it later. Tomorrow, Josh and I are going to be doing some live tuning on the car, so he's going to take control of my laptop while I'm on the phone with him, and we're going to be making changes to the map via crazy interweb stuff. I don't know. We also have a car meet that we're swinging over to today at 4, so we don't have much time. There are a couple things that I want to do with the car before we go drive it. I'm going to pull the wheels off and I'm going to ceramic coat them real quick. They're white wheels. It won't take me long. I just want to do it. I need to check the oil in the STI, which is a little bit of a pain because right now, my blow-off valve, well, let me show you. Keep in mind, we are moving this blow-off valve. This blow-off valve is going to end up going down here, but right now, if I want to go to check my oil, I can't. So before I go drive it, I do want to check the oil in here. My brake-in oil should be here in a couple of days, or the rest of my brake-in oil should be here in a couple of days, because I do want to change the oil in this before we go out and we start actually driving it on the street. Now, technically, I still can't legally drive it on the street because, well, my registration is expired. It's a little bit like 2 years out of date. But for driving on the street that we live on, I'm not going to stress it. I was going to bring the STI to the car meet we're going to tonight, but it's not ready. It's not to that point where I can actually take it out there. So we're going to be taking the BRZ. So let's start things off easy. Let's check the oil to start with. I got to take the blow-off valve off and it's kind of annoying. Alright, so I got all the wheels and tires done. I went ahead, I checked cooling system, we look good there. Checked the oil, added a little bit, just a tiny amount of more oil in. I am going to be changing the oil here in the next couple of days on this. I did find a whole bunch of white frothy stuff on the bottom of the oil cap. If you guys don't know what that is, it's typically from condensation or moisture. That happens when you don't drive the car very far or you just let it idle and sit for a little bit like we have been doing. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm not going to stress it quite yet. The other indication of that is coolant getting into the oil, which would be a head gasket issue. It's possible I could have pinched a head gasket when putting it all together months and months, like a year ago at this point. Worst case scenario, if it is, we can replace the head gaskets in a day. I'm not stressing it, but we'll keep an eye on things. We'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm going to get this thing started, get it pulled out into the driveway, let it warm up, and then we're going to go try to drive this thing a little bit. I'm going to monitor temps just to make sure that everything is still looking good. If everything's looking good, we're just going to go down the street and back.
So far,
just kind of pissed off. No, back we go. Yeah, she ain't ready for the first drive. It's throwing a lot of fits whenever I try to give it gas. It's very brakey uppy, so we just got to do some more tuning with it. So coolant temps are fixed though. They're hanging out at like 193, which is actually pretty good now. It's a lot better. The heat in here fucking sucks. It's very hot. It's hot. We tried. You hear that turbo?
That's a fun noise.
We tried. It's just not tuned enough. Did you get a little video?
I got video until you went and you stopped, and then I was like, okay, and then you started to go again, so I hit record, and then you just backed up, and I was like, okay, this is it.
No, we tried. It's just the If the car doesn't feel like it wants to drive, I'm not gonna try to push it to drive. I'm not gonna damage this thing. I've spent way too much money on this car. The coolant system seems to be solid. I'm gonna let this sit here for a minute. I'm gonna pull the BRZ next to Chewy. We'll do a mini car wash and then get ready for this car meet. Maiden voyage did not go so well. We just gotta do more tuning with the car and it should be solid. So let me actually hop out real quick. So for now, I'm gonna bring the STI back in. There's not much else I can do with it right now till our live tuning session with Josh tomorrow. The maiden voyage was, I'm not gonna call it a complete failure. I'm not gonna call it a success either though. So, I don't know. It just needs more work on the tuning side of things. Look what just got dropped off for the BRZ. After I get the STI pulled in, we'll take a peek at one of these. That's the last time I'm starting it until we do live tuning with Josh. So like I said, that's gonna be the last time I start the car up until we do live tuning with Josh to get this thing dialed in a lot more. As you guys, I'll put the phone video in, but you guys can hear the car immediately start to break up as soon as I give it any type of gas. There's only so much bass tuning I can do, and that's just getting idle dialed in a little bit more. Aside from that, my tuning experience is not well diversed enough to be able to actually make changes to the map to make overall drivability better. That's just outside of my realm. I'm still learning, I'm still trying to learn. So for now, we gave it a shot. Let me show you these wheels for the BRZ though, because I'm a little bit excited for them. So once again, huge shout out to our friends at Koenig. Koenig supplied us with wheels for the Evo. They also supplied us some wheels for the 2022 BRZ that we have out there. The car is bagged, it's on stock wheels with 25mm wheel spacers. So I'm very excited to see what these look like on the car. I did decide to stick with 17s just so I don't have to buy new tires. The tires on the car only have 600 miles on them, so I'm really not stressing it too much. But let me pop one of these bad boys open real quick. Oh dude, perfect. I got a razor blade right here. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Oh yes, daddy. Oh, daddy-o. Come right here, pop that guy off. I will say Koenig packs their wheels exceptionally well. Get out of here. Oh, I'm about it, dude. I like these. These are Koenig's Ampliform in a nice bronze finish. I think these are gonna look really good on the BRZ. They are flow form, they're extremely light. I can pick it up with one hand. Oh, dude, I'm pumped for this. Thank you, Koenig. I wonder if I have time to get these on the car today. So I just called around to some tire shops. Nobody's able to get us in today, which kind of sucks. I mean, I wasn't even expecting the wheels to show up today. They just showed up today. But I was trying to get them on before the mini meet this afternoon. Not gonna happen. I'll get them sorted. I'll probably get them installed on Monday. It's not a huge deal. So that's dope, dude. I'm about it. I think these are gonna look really good on the car. I was debating going with a different color, but I think the bronze and white is just going to be money. So let me clean up this little area of the garage real quick, pull the BRZ into the driveway. Let's get the BRZ washed and cleaned before we go to this mini meet. I haven't been to a meet in so long. It's like a little Smeedia mini meet thing that I threw up, so I'm excited for it. I also need to email that log that I just got of trying to drive the car over to Josh, so see if he has time to take a look at it today. So dude's super busy, so I'm like not trying to stress, like I'm not trying to bother him too much, you know what I mean? Let me make some space back here. Making my way downtown, walking back, faces passing on like oh my god, dude. How long have you been out here? Did you hear me singing?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Cool. Where's that stuff the parents sent over? I'm gonna get this stuff on. So we got a couple quick little installs we're gonna do real quick on the BRZ because I've had these sitting around for a while and I want to get them on. I ordered the JDM red push to start button. It's super easy. You just pull out the old one, like push this one in, plug it in. I got a battery tie down from Perrin, so thank you Perrin, and their new master cylinder brace for the 2022 BRZ. These are all really quick installs. This is literally two bolts. Pull out the old one, plug in the new one. So let's start with this actually because I want to get this in the car. Call me bougie. I like my little JDM goodies. BRZ. So to do this, you literally just grab that button and yeet it right out of there. I don't know if I can get a good enough grip to yeet it out. Whatever, there's a clip down here. There's a small screwdriver clip. Let me just do that and do it the easy way so I can push it out. Up to the sky. see? Yeah, there's a little silver clip down here. You just, or screwdriver guy, come down here, undo the screwdriver dude, do. Ah, oh, there it goes. And then you can come back here to the back and apparently just push this thing out. Oh, there it goes. Look at that easy. And then this old one should just unclip and come right out somehow. Oh, okay, there's these little plastic clips on the side. I don't even know if you guys can see this right now. Little plastic clips, just undo the plastic, or push in the plastic clips and then just push up on it. Boop, old button. Boop, look at that. STI, engine start stop versus just engine start stop. We like the STI version better. Old button out, new better button in. All right, now for this master cylinder brace, we're gonna go ahead and get this guy installed real quick. They're super easy to install, and these genuinely do make a big difference in how the car brakes. Like, it gives a much stiffer brake pedal feel. And they install pretty much the exact same on every single Subaru. I'm gonna take this crossbar off just to make life a little bit easier, but there's these two little black dots right there with threaded holes behind them. We're gonna go ahead and get those little black dot guys off, get our new one threaded on here, and that's pretty much it. Should be like pretty simple. So I got the battery tie down thrown in real quick. It's the battery tie down, it's self-explanatory. Master cylinder brace, pretty easy also. You just gotta undo these fuel line bracket right here, push it out of the way, and then it's got a nice little cutout right there for the AC line to go through it. So I've got that all tightened up. So those are all the little parts that I had for this. Perrin also sent me some of these like cool little beauty washers, which I'm kind of debating on throwing on real quick. How many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. I could put them on the front bumper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why not? Fuck it, let's throw them on real quick. Personally, not something that I would spend money on, but I do think they're like a nice little addition. They look good. Like, I like them. They fit up like in all the factory holes nice. I just went from headlight to headlight over there. They look really nice. So thank you, Perrin, for sending those over. The master cylinder brace over there and the battery tie down. So let me get the hood closed on this now that we have all our extra little tiny parts that I've had sitting around for the BRZ installed. Let's wash this thing real quick because it's dirty gross. I was gonna use the drone to get a time lapse of us washing the cars, but for some reason DJI's app isn't working. So right now it's just a paperweight. So good old tripod action for you. Right, BRZ's all cleaned up. Matt is wrapping up Chewy over there. And then, after Matt's done, we'll probably just go swing out. So I'm gonna go swap batteries in this guy real quick, so that way it don't die on us. All right, so cars are all cleaned up. We're pretty much ready to go at this point. We're gonna go swing over there. The new owner of Karma said he was gonna swing out too, so we could see Karma again, see how that car is doing. Hopefully it's not giving him too much trouble. I know we took the yellow wrap off, so it's back to being black again. So it'll be kind of cool to see that car. I also don't know how many people are gonna show up either, because I only put this out like a day ago. So I'm not expecting like a huge turnout or anything like that, but it'll be cool. Go chill for a little bit, whatnot, have some fun. My heat is way too hot in here. I need to turn this down to like 60. So we'll see you there. Look what decided to show back up if it isn't old Karma. And it's still alive and running good, which is good to hear. New owner ended up taking the wrap off and it's back to black. I honestly miss this car in black. It still looks really good. The paint is still kind of meh from when we had it, but you know, it's an old car. It's to be expected as long as it's still running good. I know he was saying he was swinging out to get some E85 for it anyways, but it's always cool to see old cars. It's always cool to see him like back to life, like driving around and whatnot. We were talking about racing Karma versus the Subaru at the track because he's moving. He's taking the car with him, obviously. He's not going to leave it here. So it'd be kind of cool to see this car at the track versus the Subaru once we get it tuned. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see this thing at the track, so you may get an opportunity. We also got another cool Blob Eye, a cool GR, another cool, this is my favorite color over here. No! Why would I be on pump? If you're running E85, I'm running E85. That's literally how this works. I will run the same fuel type as you. You're running, I'll tell you what, I'll go on light, I'll go on low boost. I'll go on low boost while you're on high boost.
You're still gonna make 300 more.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
You don't know that. Yeah. It's not, it doesn't even work yet, so we don't even know.
We'll find
Tanner,
out.
you owe me pictures. I got 2.
I have some, I just haven't edited them. I don't have time, Tina. We also got Matt's Fun Legacy. We got this pure white WRX hiding over here. This fun VA that reminds me a lot of the Subaru just because of the big wang. It's on bags and it looks like the old one. And then by far this gentleman's car over here. the best paint they've ever done on a Subaru, and it reminds me of Karma also, like same but different. But he's got the Java Black Pearl, and the camera's really not gonna do it justice to how like good this paint looks. But honestly, high-key jealous of this thing. I've always wanted a Java Black Pearl one, and it just looks good. Still working on it, getting the bumper on it, getting some more parts coming in for it, but that thing is super clean. It's not that one. It is a Legacy. Well, look at the bumper. What's the bumper say? Shh. It's a Legacy. All right, it's an Outback.
It's an Outback. You have to redo that whole section.
You yourself have told me that Outback and Legacy is pretty much same.
It's a Legacy Outback. On my registration, it's a Legacy Outback.
So I wasn't wrong when I called it a Legacy.
I just forgot the
I
Outback.
guess.
Oh. Then over here we got some more fun Subarus. There's some others that were here that left earlier. That's an airplane. Here's another Legacy. Super clean engine bay in this thing too. It's a lot of Cobb stuff. Cobb turbo inlet, Cobb intake, boost controller, AOS, heat shields, whole bunch of stuff. Super clean engine bay for Legacy also. And then this one, this is Lamb's Hawkeye. Some of you guys might remember this one. I built this car up at the mod garage. He hasn't gotten tuned yet. He's waiting on his turbo to come in, but I remember building this thing. It's an IAG block, IAG fuel rails, parent turbo inlet, intake, front mount intercooler, IAG AOS, whole bunch of stuff on this one. So it's good to see that's still going strong. I mean, it hasn't been tuned yet, and it should still be going strong. He's still breaking the motor in. I think he said he only has like 1,000 miles on it or something along those lines, but glad to see that it's still kicking. The lighting is absolutely terrible, but it's always cool to see like cars they build, like still driving around. Like there's another white Hawkeye that I saw earlier today that drove past the house a couple times. Matt and I were standing outside cleaning both of our cars. I was like, hey, wait a minute. And then the owner DM'd me, and then I remembered who it was. And I don't know, it's cool to see cars that you built rolling around, but I'm gonna put the camera away for a little bit, hang out, kick it for a little bit longer. If you guys have showed up and I wasn't able to get your car on camera, I do apologize, but I'll catch you guys here in a little bit. Back down to the house. That was a fun little mini meet. I think that was the first one I've ever done, and it was really last minute. I didn't throw up, but I put up all the stuff yesterday for the mini meet. Decent turnout, like 15 cars I'd say or so. If you did swing out, hey, appreciate you guys swinging out. Hope you guys had fun. It was a chill, fun time checking out everyone's cars. It was cool to see Karma again out there. The new owner keeps in touch with me every now and then with what's going on with the car. Like I said, that car is going down to Florida. He's moving down to Florida. He's taking the car with him, ironically, to the town that the car was originally sold in 2004. But he leaves in a couple months, so we're going to try to do a blue versus Karma race at the track, just because I know a lot of people wanted to see that car at the drag strip. So that's really all I got for you guys on this one. It was kind of a vloggy, all over the place kind of day. We tried to drive blue. It's just, she just ain't happy yet. More tuning needs to be done to dial in the map to be able to drive it, because as you guys saw, it just started breaking up. It was not having it. It was not happy about it. I thought the map would be decent enough to be able to drive down the street on, and that's clearly not the case. So that's all I got for you guys. If you guys like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, turn black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver sign, whatever color it turns for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to see the 6-cylinder STI mix and power, you want to see the BRZ get modified, or you want to see the Evo get modified, or you're just here to kick it for a good time, come hang out. And with that though, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies.